Mr. W here with another online social group. I want you to think about, so we've talked about the three sizes a problem can be. So those are our three sizes. Small problem you can solve yourself, medium problem you're going to need some help, and a big problem you need help immediately and it could be a safety issue. Now let's think about how having a problem makes you feel. So what type of feelings does it make you feel when you have one of these problems that are kind of medium and you feel like you might need some help? Well, some of the feelings that I have felt that I've seen other students feel when they're having these medium problems might be anger, they might be confused, they could be frustrated, they might be stressed out, or they could be anxious or worried. And there's, of course, other feelings, but these are the most common that we see when we have a problem. Sometimes our feelings aren't going to match the size of the problem, and sometimes we're going to have really big feelings for a really small problem. And in the moment, we're going to feel like it's a huge problem, but really, when we step back and we get calm and we think about it, you know what? Maybe we could have solved it ourselves. So sometimes it just takes that moment to step back, take a deep breath, and think to yourself, how big is my problem? And then think of our three sizes, and then think about, can you solve it yourself? Do you need help? Is this a safety issue and you need help immediately? So those are our three sizes. Small problem you can solve yourself, medium problem you're going to need some help, and a big problem you need help immediately and it could be a safety issue. So maybe it's really hard in the moment to determine how big our problem is. So what I want you to think about is, the first thing I want you to think about is how many people are involved in your problem. So how many people are being affected by your problem? How long the problem is going to last? Is anyone in danger? And how easy do we think it'll be to solve the problem? So we're trying to determine if it's a small, medium, or large problem. So we'll start by thinking how many people are involved. Now, just because there's a small amount of people doesn't mean it can't be a big problem, but we want to think through each step when fully thinking about how big our problem is. So we'll think about how many people are involved. The next thing we should think about is, how long is this problem going to last? Is this problem going to last a small amount of time, so short amount of time, just a couple minutes? Or is this problem, could it take weeks to solve? Could it take a big amount of time? And then we need to think about, is anyone in danger? Is there no danger? It could be a little problem. And if there's a lot of danger, it's a big problem. And if you think it might lead to danger, then we can put it in the middle. So no one's getting hurt right now, but you think, man, if this keeps going, someone could get hurt. That we could put that in the middle, maybe even towards the big side. So with a lot of things with these social things, they're not as black and white as we try to make them. So some problems might be in between small and medium, some might be between medium and big. But it's sometimes when we're really upset, it's easier to think about things as very strictly small, medium, large. So that's why when we talk about it, we try and put those into that bracket that's very defined. So we also talked about, is our problem easy to solve? So if it's easy to solve, this might mean, you know what, I can just move on with my day, or I can quickly come up with a way to solve my problem. But if we need help with our problem, then it might be a little bit more difficult. So these are things that we need to think about. So let's think about some examples I have for you. If you lose a game at recess, is that a small problem, a medium problem, or a large problem? So you lose a game at recess. Is that a small problem, a medium problem, or a large problem? So we're going to think about how many people are involved. We're going to think about how long this problem will last. We're going to think, is anybody in danger? And how easy is it to solve? So we have this problem, we've lost this game at recess, and in the moment we are very frustrated because we wanted to win. Everybody wants to win when they play a game, let's be honest. But we need to decide, is this a small, medium, or large problem that we need to solve. So we're very frustrated, and we've made a great choice to take a deep breath and think, okay, how many people are affected? How many people are affected? Okay, so maybe we're playing a game at recess, and there's maybe 5 or 6 people playing. Okay, so that's kind of a medium amount of people. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is a small or medium problem because I've got a medium amount of people. How long will this problem last? Well, I lost the game at recess. Well, honestly, once recess is over, my problem's over. Because when I go back inside, does it really matter that I lost that game at recess? Probably not. So that sounds like a small amount of time. Okay, so was anybody going to get hurt? Well, I got very frustrated, but I did a good job and I took a deep breath and I started thinking about my problem. So, no, nobody was in any danger. So there was no danger. So that sounds like a small amount of problem. And then how easy is it to solve? Well, I lost the game. I'm very upset by it. There were quite a few people playing, but really, I'm the only one who was really affected. Or maybe my team was affected by the fact that we lost. Nobody was in any danger. The problem's over as soon as we get done with recess. I am frustrated, but honestly, this sounds like a problem I can solve myself. So this is a small problem because I can solve it myself, and really, I just need to get myself calm. Because I'm frustrated by the game, but in the end of the day, it really doesn't matter that I lost. Sure, I wanted to win, but it really doesn't matter. So let's think about a next problem. Your mom doesn't want to buy you what you want while you're at the store. So you are going through the store, you're at Walmart. Let's say you're at Walmart with mom and you're walking down the aisles and man, I don't want to be at Walmart. That's how I'm feeling. I'm walking down the aisles with my mom and I'm thinking, I don't want to be at Walmart. I could be at home playing with my friends, playing video games, but I am stuck at Walmart. And you know what? We've got an entire cart full of groceries. I swear I've been here for like 4 hours. I am not in a good place because I don't want to be at Walmart. And then we're walking down the aisle and bam, I see it. The toy, the game, something that I've always wanted, and it looks awesome. And I think, you know what, Mom? I have stuck it out in the grocery store. I want this item, and I deserve it because I have been here the whole time with you. And you know what? I want something too. You got all the stuff in the grocery cart. Get me this one thing that I ask for because I really want it. And you know what Mom says? She says no. And now I am not happy because this is an item I really want. I've been at the store for what feels like forever. And I don't want to be here. And I'm very frustrated. Well, I'm very mad. Mom is probably getting mad because I'm acting a fool because I didn't get what I want. But now I've decided, you know what, I need to make the smart choice. And I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to get myself calm and I'm going to think, how big of a problem is this? Well, how many people are involved? Well, really, it's just me and Mom. As many people that might be staring at me acting a fool in the store, really, it's just between me and Mom. So there's a small amount of people. All right, and I'm thinking, how long will this problem last? Well, you know what? In the moment, it feels like it's going to last forever because I'm never going to have this item and it's never going to happen. So that's a long time, but really, honestly, it's not going to last that long because probably by the time I get home, I'll have forgotten that I even wanted the thing that badly anyways. So really, it didn't last that long. My problem didn't last that long. And in the moment, it felt like it might last forever, but afterwards, it didn't last that long. And was anybody in danger? Well, of course not. Nobody was in any danger. I just didn't get what I want. How easy of a problem is this to solve? Well, it's a very frustrating problem because you want something and maybe you don't have the money for it, but you feel like your parents could have bought it, but they said no. And so the problem, well, it's a small problem because it can be solved very easily, and the only real problem is that we're really upset. We're making our mom or our dad or whoever we're at the store with very upset too because we're upset. But other than that, that's our whole problem, is our big feelings. Our big feelings are the only problem we have, really. And so once we can get ourselves calm, that problem was easy to solve. And so it was just a couple people. It didn't last very long because by the time I got home, I'd forgotten about it. Nobody was in any danger, and I just needed to get calm to solve the problem. And so that wasn't a very big problem at all. Even though I had big feelings and it felt like a big problem in the moment, it actually wasn't that big of a deal at all. So what happens if we're at recess and our friend is playing on the monkey bars and they fall off and break their arm? Okay, so I'm very upset. My friend just fell and they hurt themselves, and I can see they hurt themselves. And I'm thinking, is this a problem I can solve? No, it's not. Because I'm a kid. A very large kid. But I'm a kid. And my friend has broken his arm falling off the monkey bars. And I don't know how to fix it. And so this is a big problem. I need to go get help. So sure, not that many people were affected. But a broken arm can take a long time to heal. Somebody is in danger to a point. They're in a lot of pain. And this is a problem I can't solve. I need to immediately go get help. And this is a big problem. This is a problem that I instantly need adults' help to be able to fix the problem at hand. And now let's think about what's in between. So we've talked about these little bitty problems that we can solve on our own. And we've talked about these big problems that we need help immediately. So what kind of problem falls in the middle? Well, let's say one morning, I'm having a hard time getting ready for school. I'm just really tired. I'm really not feeling school today because I'm so tired. And I took a long time to eat breakfast. I took a long time brushing my teeth. I took a long time getting packed up. And next thing you know, wouldn't you believe it, I missed the bus. Well, I just happen to live too far from school to be able to ride my bike or walk. And so now I got to think, what size problem is this? Because I'm pretty upset. Because you know what? I didn't really want to get up to begin with. I didn't want to get ready. And now I've missed the bus. So I feel like I'm pretty upset in this moment. My parents are probably pretty upset in this moment. And I need to decide, how big of a problem is this? Okay, well, there's just a couple people involved. So it's not a large amount of people. How long will this problem last? Well, I might miss school for a little bit, but I also might miss some work at school, which means I'm going to have to make that work up, which means later on I might have to miss something else I want to make up that work. And next thing you know, this problem has taken more time than I realized. And is anybody in danger? Well, no. So this isn't going to be a huge problem that I need help immediately. But how easy is it for me to solve the problem? Well, I can't solve this problem on my own. I have no way to get to school. I'm a little bit upset about the fact that I've missed the bus, but I need some help to solve my problem. And so I find my parent, I find the person that helps me get ready for school, and I say, you know what, I missed the bus. I'm pretty upset about it. Is there any way you can drive me to school? So this is a problem that was a medium-sized problem because I had no way to solve it myself, but I needed help from someone else. It wasn't a big problem because nobody was in danger. People weren't going to get hurt, but I do need to go to school and I need to make sure I get my work done. And so I need help to make sure I get there. So hopefully this helps you understand the size of the problems you are dealing with. And sometimes in the moment, the problems are going to feel very big. Your feelings are going to be very big. And you're not going to be able to think through this stuff like we talk about. But once you are calm, it'll help to think back to the problem you just had. And think about, is my problem small, medium, or large? How many people were involved? How long did it last? Was anybody in danger? Could I have solved the problem easily? And if you do those things over time, you're going to understand how big your problem is, and then we can react the same size as how big the problem is. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you are in my Google Classroom, make sure you answered any questions that I have posted. If you feel like you want to answer the questions I asked throughout in the comment section below, if you want to tell me about a problem you had that was small, medium, or large, you can let me know. If you are not in my Google Classroom and you just found this video helpful, thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you next time.